Hello and welcome. Right, I've got this one down here finally. Let's just top this up with TMR so as it's like ready to to do the self-tipping thing that it can do if you feel it. So it doesn't. No, it's getting better on that. That's one thing. I mean, they've broken the manure again, but you know, hey ho, it does tip automatically nearly all of the time now. I just wish, sometimes I just wish they'd like see sense and like go back to the things that actually worked when manure was reliable and it worked the old way. There's obviously some kind of fault that it keeps on breaking and they don't fix it. I mean, FS22 was a debacle every single time they did something. It broke manure, it broke manure again, it broke manure again, again. And that, it's just awful. It really is, right. Okay, so that's busy doing that. We've got all that. We've done all of our fields, I think. Let's just have a visit. I know we could afford more. We could afford more fields, but I've got to be honest. I think on the field score, I know we're planning on buying the one down there with that in steel. Let's have a look. Make sure that it's not. Yeah, it should probably be gone in the morning. Now we know we've got 5 and 166 as well, little tiny fields. But to be honest, we've got enough grass now. Then I just want to see things. Yeah, just is that now seeing sugar one in the whiskey factory because they've done something different in this. Yes, it is fantastic. See sugar and sugar one. What I've done is I've piggybacked without adding because I wasn't sure. I've never tried to do this before. To just add the sugar one. You see, what it does is the field type registers with the map. So I thought, well, if I registered it already with like something, you know, my other mod that I've got in, surely I don't need to register Sugar One again with this particular mod. I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but bottom line is it does recognise it. It's got the icon and everything, so it knows the field type. So it should have one for Sugar One, and that does mean that now this should be able to distribute and it should literally go. So it's got 2,869, so it really should go across. Now the only bad thing is mind you, no, it'll only go in, the pallet won't appear. Oh yeah, actually that's the point, because it's sort of loose at the minute, if you know what I mean, but like it wouldn't appear as a pallet, but we don't really care if it appears as a pallet. We just want it to go across. So it's August. Let's go back up to the farm. That's all working. That's nice. Wow, that does look busy all over the place, doesn't it? Yeah, you'll do nicely. Right, so then we're up at the farm. We've fed our animals. These ones too. I think these have only got grass though, haven't they? The original top ones. Yeah, I'm sure these. Oh, no, they have. You know, yeah, they've got some stuff. Just grass, but 21,000 litres. I don't think it's going anywhere really at present. So let's go through till the morrow. They are fed well enough, and well, not that it will produce milk, not at the minute. So we've got everything activated on our stuff, and we bought the other thing. Oh, okay. We have that as well. It's, yeah, I was thinking actually about buying another one. So do you know, we will actually go for this. We'll just go for a little. I think that's more than adequate. But yes, we shall actually. Because I think a couple is good. I can keep the other one down on the grass and just keep that down there all the time for the grass work. Because that's the one you need to flick over quickly. I suppose the 42 metre one might even be better. So yeah, we shall see. So let's finally get out of the month of August and go through till tomorrow. Should we actually sleep at the sleep trigger? Have we got one? I mean, that is a point as well. We actually haven't. No. So he's still not sold the workshop, and yet we sold something that was worth 150. If we sell it like that, will it sell? Yes. We're not trying to make any money. We're just trying to like get rid of the thing, but does it actually get rid of the thing, or does it, like I thought, just get rid of the gubbins inside where you can no longer repair? I mean, because then we don't really need to go in there again. I'd imagine it would be fairly thorough. Yeah, I think if we switch to the zone marks, I'd just like to, so because again the other thing is, if FSG did watch and something was not quite right. So if we turn zone markers on, it shouldn't have them anymore because it should be gone. And it is. Fantastic. It's a spot on. Also, you can go out this door as well. Oh, sort of. Oh, and we go through the tank. Right, especially let's turn those zone markers off though, because yeah, we really don't want them on. We're just trying to prove to ourselves that yeah. So we didn't sell it for the money. We just got rid of it because we've got one out over here now, and it doesn't jump to the map. So we haven't got a sleep point, sleep trigger. Are we bothered? Not particularly. I very rarely use them anyway. I usually sleep anywhere, or it's not called that anymore, but yes, sleep any time, I think it is. So we want to be going to 9 o'clock in the morning, where time is going to pass and things will happen. Yeah, so I would like to see the whiskey factory, how well it does after one thing, because this is sort of new to me. I've not had it for very long, and I'm interested in seeing how the how much it does, because I might have it wrong totally. So, and then we'll go and check our animals. So how did we do on our... Obviously the sugar should have gone in. I mean, that's... Whiskey Factory has got sugar all my life. Oh no, it is a bionic. Yeah, it is a bionic. So that is quite true that it will do very, very well. That's to expect. Oh, that is a little bit good. Oh no, because we're doing 2. Of course we are. Yeah. No, that's true. So that would be like on steroids, because it's like doing 2 cut beet sugar. It's cutting the sugar, then it's doing both of the... I like the way I did think about that. Back in the beginning, it was a clever way. My life. But how are we doing on the actual whiskey in there? It doesn't look so good. So, that's because we did the old one. Which we haven't got the sugar for that one. Do you know, seriously? Now we can't actually test it again, can we? Vintage barley whiskey, yes. Oh, 24. It's not. I have corrected the things as well. I've got that's got no loss because the sugar's added it, not because it hasn't lost any, but it's the sugar's pushed it back up. The barley whiskey likewise is, instead of, it loses a little. I'm trying to be realistic, but it gains it back. So it's 130, but it gains the extra that it loses from the straight swap that you do lose naturally, and we've gained that as extra pig food because it is like that. So that should now work in the morning. So the sugar is doing terribly well, so we ought to keep that topped up. The manure is coming on a pace in this place. See, and that's what I'm saying. FSG has done a normal one of the old-fashioned ones, and it works fine. Yeah, right. So these are, food is 16,060 out of 80,000 litres. We might drop some in, which I would imagine that it's here along the edge, but I might be wrong. We might need to go inside. FSG might be one of those that actually likes that. So let's go down to the bottom and feed our other animals. And then, yeah, I've got to get my bearings. That's still cracking on there. I can't click on it, seemingly. That was about 5 attempts, so it didn't do any of that at all. So we shouldn't actually be using an awful lot, not with this amount of animals. I'm used to having far more. So buffalo milk is up to 450 litres. But obviously they would have been poorly at one time, as in like they were settling in. So let's just top that up a little. And it doesn't really matter about the straw, even though I said, well, it's true. I mean, it's a gaming convention, but what I'm saying is that I would do that because I don't want them like not to have bedding. Yeah, so I'm not. Don't regret saying what I said. Right, let's grab you, and we do want to grab some TMR. I don't mind spending a bit. Just nudge that a little. I ought to remember, yeah. I'm sort of working on I think I've permanently broken the trailer. I've been trying to tweak it to try and fix it with it's got like a drawbridge on the back, but it's not, it's going through the map over and over again, so I think I've actually broke the i3D, which you can do. It's a bit of a shit. Now then, so I might actually say, start filling the manure. We don't really want that. We want... No, so he is doing... Yeah, we're going to do TMR. we are. We ought to get this a bit bigger as well, don't we, really? And I should see if I'm right that it's at the front as we drive all the way down, or whether we need to go inside. No, look, it's got that TMI run that you see whenever, yeah, just at the edge. So that should easily keep them. Although there are a lot of them, but they are little. So we should see it did go down quite considerable. So let's just make this into the biggie. But it's worth that £2.5 just to sort of see, like, you know, well, it's less. So let's repair you, yes, as well, and you too. Let's make you to give you the extension, yes, to make you almost double for it. So 2,500, very well spent, very well spent. I do like the carrots. Yeah, it's a massive fan of it. Just again, I prefer obviously the pushes. There aren't many in the game. The Fleagle's the one that I sort of picked because I thought, oh, you need a push. It's one of those things. So let's do another TMR. Done the one at the bottom. We're done up here. We need to be setting our fields. Again, unfortunately, with this time, I'd like to do the crop rotation, but beggars can't be choosers, so we need to get on with that before anything else. And we'll also check the sales in case we're lucky enough to have another tractor that's appeared. But we do need, I'm going to ask the store to deliver this because speed is of the essence, really. So we're going to lease to the BI Industries. Well, let's see what's on the sales first. A wood shear and a square baler. We don't need a baler, but we could sell it. We could indeed. And make a little bit. Oh, we don't need to make any cash. No. Let's just have the two seeders delivered, and yeah, we don't need anything else. Now we're gonna buy. I think we're all right for these. They're actually very, very good. So we want to lease 2. Yeah, I mean, the seeding is amazing in the game, it really is. So let's grab that. Yeah, and we'd also want to get rid of that as well. So we're a bit unfortunate with the sales, and obviously we can't go through. We've got to get this done. So, yeah, it's very, very important. So let's grab you. Fantastic. Fill you with seeds, and we want barley again. Obviously, we're going to do corn as well. So we're not doing all barley this time. We're going to do 2 fields of barley and the other one, the bigger of them, in corn. So we'll set this one going down the bottom. This one to the left of us down here. And I must lower this. You've got to lower it for it to work. And the workers don't know this, even though I do tell them in the XML. It does say needs to be lowered. True, but they don't particularly listen to that, so I have to do it myself for them. They can switch it on though. Let me just check, make sure that they're going to be good. Yeah, see, they can switch it on. They can figure that one out. Right, so oh, where's the other? Oh, of course, the other one is down at the bottom where he was busy working. I'm quite pleased with these, to be honest. And I'm very pleased with the plough. Very, very pleased, because this used to be far heavier than this. So it's quite amazing that this now works with such a little tractor. It's something I will remember. It's a massive plus for Rory Christie to me, this. Yeah, for like, obviously there are some Let's Plays like this where your equipment is light. And, you know, like the big, the black sheep. It's a black sheep, I don't know. A mental block. Yeah, I couldn't get to sleep again. I woke up and my old. Yeah, no, that's all good. That is all good. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Because I'm throwing myself a wobbler now. It's just tell you it is, doesn't it? It is. Yeah, it is Black Sheep modding. Why did I doubt myself? Yeah, obviously I love the Black Sheep modding one. I used to love Ridiculous Dominics in the FS, but then that was because my sheet modelling only did a 9 metre, which was good, but obviously it was dearer. I mean, Ridiculous Dominix was ridiculously cheap, but I mean, I wasn't complaining. It was beautiful as well. It also, another thing that it had going for it, it would work in the small state and the big state. So you could do little tiny intricate work with it, or you could do the big 10.5 metres one. So to be honest, it really was, because it was good that we actually did it. Right then, this is the one with normal tyres, so this has got better grip. So let's borrow that other one, and I'm going to do this one. So we want this, yeah, the second biggest field for this. So we've got this. Doing very well on cash, because we've because we've cashed in on quite a lot of chips, and also that I don't know whether we should have got 152,000. Not that we had anything to do with that. So I can't control the game if it goes wrong, or you get given something that you shouldn't get given. I can't help that. I could give it back, but I don't know whether we're going to get some consequence later on, as in we really have lost something that we would cry about. Now then, we've also got to put the dairy down, but I don't think we need to worry about that at present. Well, we do need to worry about it soon, though. Yeah, I was going to do it once, and then I didn't do it. Yeah, right, seeds. We want our barley. So 2 barley, 1 big corn. It's all for the whiskey. It's quite nice to go into whiskey. Yeah, I can't wait. I just want to get this right on a couple of Let's Plays, or even this Let's Play. If I get the amounts right, then as soon as I've done that, as far as I'm concerned, the whiskey mod can go on the model to test it. Well, it's tested perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I did used to. I mean, getting into the habit now of a lot of things. I'm working on a real head scratcher. So this is the one we're going to do as barley again. I'm going to lower it, and we're going to switch it. And it does go at proper speeds too. And again, this is another one where the actual effects eventually catch up, because it doesn't look right. Yeah, as you going, it doesn't properly do it. But yeah. So then, it's going to rain in a bit. Perfect for when you seeded your fields. I do love this. It's quite amazing. But it is at least going the right speed. That's what I like about it. Yeah, don't need to. Yeah, I used to on with the FS the holes one. Yeah, it's a fantastic bit. Again, it's based upon reality. It's something that obviously we use casters, but you do need to use them slowly. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a gaming convention where there's a bit more to casting with a machine than is this. I personally think you would have to put soil on top of it, because you're literally casting surface casting, aren't you? Yeah, unless... Yeah, what I'm saying is that you can see that this is sort of doing a cultivated effect over the top and filling those little tiny plough marks in. So you wonder, well, is it really, in real life, would you be pulling the soil on top of it? And that is the real sort of thing, isn't it? There's a bit of a gaming convention going on. Fantastic, they finished before me. But then again, of course, I've only just started. We could set this going. No, we'll crack on. It's not going to take as long to go around the edge, and then I think it'll be just once up the middle. It's an amazing bit of kit. I love this. But I do now enjoy using it, because as I said, yeah, I'll finish what I was saying. Yeah, obviously hoses you could whiz across the field exceptionally fast, which you can't really do in real life. And there's already enough of a gaming convention going on that it's letting you do this like this, that I think I don't want to take the mick. Yeah, you've got to go at 7 miles an hour, because that's the speed that the game says a CD should go at. So yeah, I've done it properly. Does it show errors anymore? I don't think it does. No, it used to. Again, this is the game's caught up with it, because when I released this very early on, again, still no word from Jones about any of my mods, which is just a bit. Yeah, JM Gaming released, he put his Oak City up about a week before me, which means if that is true, and they take equal, that I should get attention this week, because I released mine about put it up for testing about a week after JM Gaming did Oak City, or did I do it before that? I think it was Redo Forest. I think, yeah, I reckon I've been... Yeah, obviously, I think modders that are known, it does look like that you get preferential treatment, and those who don't, like, sort of get ignored to a degree. Although there's a, it's a no, because it's weird. Is it a matter of your face fits or what? Because some new modders are getting their stuff done. Just seemingly not me. I've got like a... No, 7 or 8 now mods, all, and like I've got one message across the whole lot, some about see your other errors, and I'm like, I haven't got any errors, not on a single one of my mods is there a single error. There was on the seed to begin with because the game hadn't caught up with it, whereas now it has, as we've just seen. I haven't changed it. This is the same mod that's in for testing, and there's no errors anymore. It literally was the fact that the game didn't allow it how it was. Now obviously Giants bolt things back on again, so the game becomes more complicated and can do more as time goes on. Well, they've done that now. Obviously, I don't mean completely. There's probably something, you know, obviously we know that the manure's broken again and things like that, so it's not quite, yeah, every time they fix something or add something, it breaks something else. I do like what they've done with precision farming though. I do like the tram lines that we're getting now. That is a real, that's really cool. And it is, because you never saw that before, precision farming. Now that precision farming is enabled, you've got all those like lines like you can see next door's field. It's quite amazing. Right, so smashing, and now, I mean, for how quickly can you see this? And we can actually go through till October straight away. But it would be nice to get a little bit of traction. Fed our animals. It'd be nice to see how well the whiskey does do. That's what I'm really hankering for, just to see that. I have to remember to check the seeds as well, so because we will at some point hopefully get one in that says, "Oh, buy something." And these are fantastic. I could have bought them, and I thought, yeah, we'll just see. Give it a chance. Just like lease them because they cost you pennies, and then right, let's check this in the yard. Like somewhere about here. Brilliant. Oh, wow. Okay, and we'll ask the store to come pick 2 of them up. Fantastic. Let's grab the other one off here. Ooh, let me click on it first time for a change. Let's have a quick inspection and make sure. Well, actually, it's probably better to just look like that, where it looks absolutely spot on. Obviously, they're not fertilised. That is true. We haven't fertilised them, have we? Well, we have got a shed load of slurry. I think we should do one field and with one and one with another. And we should go and grab our Camelos fertiliser spreader to do this one. And in fact, we could then, if we're going up to the shop anyway, take the stuff back up. That's not a bad idea. Right, so let's run that up to the top. It's true. I will run this the faster of the 2 tractors. So let's grab this, and we'll just set the other one going. That is a point. I think it should be able to cope with that. E modulo 2. Let's just see, shall we? In which case, we won't take this one. We'll take the other slightly slower one. Let's have a look at the modulo 2 then. What horsepower requirements are you? We'll set one going on the smaller of the 2 fields, I think, because otherwise... why have I done cows? What have I done? Huh? I don't know how I did that. I don't know. No, it's this one I want. Yeah, we want vehicles. We want the Joskin modulo 2. Modulo 16,000. It is 140 horsepower. So we should get away with it. It's like within the range. It'll be slightly slow. It could lose a mile an hour or something like that, but it really should still cope with it. So let's grab some slurry. We're best to do they probably are best to do. No, I think we are. Ooh. Yeah, we did need to do that anyway, so it did us a favour, really. Right, let's grab some slurry. Set this. Yeah, I need to put brake force on that. Yeah, I found a setting that I'd not seen before. Like, so there's a brake force that you can sort of stick on it. So I need to do that because at the minute it's just wandering willy-nilly. Now I've not seen that on any other trailer, but then I've never seen anyone else's trailer that wanders. Oh, I believe you need some slurry. I think that's what you're short of at this precise moment. Right. I would have sent the other one back up to the shop itself, but we know it's not working at the minute. It's not. Yeah, the AI splines don't seem to be working as they should. Yeah. Fantastic. Don't know how much this will do. Nearly 16,000. Nearly. Why is it called the Joskin Modulo 2 16,000 if it's... Oh, did it say 15? It may have said 15, actually. I must have been moaning, Ed. I'm tired. It's yeah, I'm sorry. I apologise for being a little bit grouchy. Alright, we'll take that back in a sec. I would have sent the worker up with it because I do enjoy it. It's nice to be able to send them up and then but yeah, we can't. So it is what it is. Now we'll also check the... Yeah, the self-sufficiency. Oh, I don't think we set the self-sufficiency going, did we? Oh, no, we did with slurry to digestate. We did. Because we were trying to make some biodiesel. So let's set this going. We'll have a quick look at that. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, how did the biodiesel go? I mean, it would have run... Well, no, it should have really... Biodiesel... Never done this yet. Diesel none. Oh, okay. Why have we not got the biodiesel? Wait, it did the digestate from slurry? So why did it not do the biodiesel? Yeah, the canola's sitting there like it's not... I've chosen the right one, haven't I? Yeah. So where's the digestate there? It's still got the slurry in there. Oh, water. Ah. Water, Mr. Smith. That's what you're short of. Ah. I've not used it very often. It is a while. So, my bad. But it is still all my fault, definitely. Right, let's run this up to the shop. And we've got plenty of seeds. I do like these things. I really do. Very pleased with them. That, yeah, the thing that stopped me with this, I've got to be honest, I nearly was pulling my hair out with it. I have with a lot. Vehicles are so much more tricky than placeables. Although, yeah, I suppose I struggle with placeables. Still, they have their own sort of things. But I got used to placeables. I really like them now. But vehicles are like... Yeah, each type of vehicle is an alien science that you need to learn that. So I can see why... Like JHG sticks to his combines and that a lot, and certain ones do tractors, and because I've got to be honest, it's almost like specialism, each of the ones. Yeah, I'm struggling an awful lot with the adding the tension belts to the... I'm obviously observing masters. Yeah, I'm at NASA. I'm looking at NASA's, and I'm closest to NASA's because I'm using the same thing, but it just doesn't work for me. And I sort of like seen where I don't like copying, as in like I don't like to just copy NASA's work and then just put the BI Industries like logo on it. That's not. I'm doing it from scratch. I'm grabbing the proper one from Giants, and I'm sort of like taking the lead and watching a master do it, and then like trying to do the same myself. But it's still missing something, and mine doesn't work. So let's just send these back. Return. Yep. And return. Yep. Grab our... Oh, we need to repair it as well, don't we? I think we need to extend it a little. Definitely. It's not much use in this state. It'll like run out before... Yeah, because it's a big... I mean, the one good thing is, though, it's a 42-metre spread, so it really should cover that terribly well. I do like this. It is my favourite spreader. you know, with a big spread, not like my 27 meter. But I'm quite happy with it. I am. I'm not. So repair, yes. Customize. We might as well go for the biggie. No, we don't need it with this standard. Oh, it's got the rear attacher thing on it. Yeah, let's go for the cover for a change. Oh, I don't like the design colour. There. That's a bit garish. Yes, that's nice. 4,050. So 11 odd grand. In total, we could have bought about 3 of mine for that. Yes, I suppose we could. But it's nice to have somebody else's thing as well. And it is a very... you've got to bear in mind that it's a 42 metre spread versus a 27. So it's not all bad. It's a little bit bigger as well, just a tad. But when you do look at mine versus this, it has actually got quite a lot of storage. It's taller. I do quite like it. That's why I did fall in love with it with the Razak right at the beginning. I thought, that's very unlike Giants to give you something so tiny for such a reasonable price. So it's they're not normally known for that. As I think I said this on another Let's Play, I've only ever known Giants to sort of like break with their tradition a few times, and their field prices are always like tend as a rule of thumb to be sort of quite expensive, or at least, yeah, no, it's sort of like you don't get any surprises, nice surprises with Giants with the field prices. That's what I'm saying. But you did on Erlingrad. Yeah, Erlingrad, you actually did get a bit of a nice surprise with the field that nearly everybody chose on Erlingrad. Oh no, he's not. He is actually. Thought he got stuck, but he hasn't. So we'll quickly whiz over the other party fields. Oh, you'll need linemen as well, but we've not got... Oh, you've got a lineman now, haven't we, really? It's true. So I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking we'll whiz through the winter, but the game has decided that actually that's not going to be happening because we need to do more work in September. Yeah, well, that was expected. There's no way I was expecting. Now, where did I put the tank? Because I think we're going to need, if we're going to do liming, we need the tank as well. Where did I stick the tank? If I left it down, it would be down with the fertilizer spreader at the bottom. I think we're going to have to order one for the top as well, so let's do that now. Typical. Yeah, I was thinking I wouldn't need another one, but I think we will, to be honest. So let's just do that now. And let's get it from the right place. Sea tanks, that'd be I-177. Fantastic. Let me set that straight away. This time is a ticking. Let's grab this. Let's get some. Oh, we're going to do the liming first, then I think we shall. And we'll go grab the other one. And well, we'll fill the tank first. We'll get the fertilizer finished. So we'll set the liming going at the top. We'll grab that again. I do like this. It is quite nice actually to have the cover open for you automatically, isn't it, really? Right, so then 4,000, nearly 5,000 litres. It's not going to be enough to do that in one go. We all know this. But still should be a goodly way. Some more scattered seeds all over the place. Another thing I'd like to do is the bale pusher. I'd like to have a look at the FS25 one. And if I go at that, but I need to finish off what I started first. So let's start this. Like that, I think. And we'll grab you and see how well you have done as we travel across the fields. Oh, wow. Actually, I think we'll finish this off ourselves. Just around the edges. And even that, not a lot, really. Wow. I'm quite impressed with that. Yeah, I am more impressed with the... Oh, it needs repairing. I'm more impressed with them. Wow, that is actually really quite good. Yeah, I will finish what I was saying, honest. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the I mean, it's slurry spreading or digestive spreading, whatever. It was an absolute nightmare. FS22, it really, like, you blinked and it was gone. You know, it really was. I mean, I've no doubt it would be fairly quick, but, you know, it's... I was going to do that. I did it last time. I was a bit lucky. But not this time. You can't trade and look. Never works. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need all of this. Well, that's not surprising, Eliza. We expected you to run out quite quickly, actually. But you've not done a bad job. Not for, yeah, for all things considered. We shall see, though, if we've completely filled this up, if Eliza manages to finish the field, or whether they faff around. Yeah, like, dude, they seem very wasteful of this. I did say this last session, but it is true. We shall see how much of the field she does. And we'll get on with the... we're in the way, that away. And remember to repair the Juskin. Yeah, I'm not liming everywhere. I know it'll probably need it everywhere. Only the ones that we've actually needs to get done at the present. Because obviously, you can lime afterwards, but realistically, I'm not sure you would. Why have you switched? They did this to me before. That is why I keep like putting red beet in, because with these boxes, even though it was on lime last, it suddenly decides that it wants to go red beet. I don't understand it. Whereas obviously the back can't. I mean, it knows it's not allowed to have red beet in, but it's, yeah, I don't know what it's about. The amount of times that's caught me out on all the Let's Plays with the front box, and you just think, well, it was on lime last time, so therefore it'll be on lime now. Oh no. Oh no, definitely not. Let's leave them going and hope that they're going to be good. Right, so we're going to do this a little bit. Then we need to do the liming on that. And we need to do the fertilising on the top field, because we have only done the liming. Well, hopefully we'll have done the liming soon. Yeah, so we might be able to go through till October. We might be able to manage that, I think. So, I knew I was going to do that. I was looking at the turning circle, you know, when you're committed already, and like you think, no, that's not going to work. But it was too late because I'd already committed. Yes, you've got to, yeah. So right then, is it? No, well, we don't need to worry about precision farming, in it, so it should sort itself, really. And it really shouldn't waste it, or either it shouldn't. Well, it is. Yeah, and it'll be interesting, Tam, to see how well you've actually done, because I think you'd have wasted it. And I doubt very much that much more of our field is done, but I might be being negative for no reason. Let's just give them a chance, shall we? Should. And maybe little patches that, oh no, it's not terrible. Yeah, well, I'm looking behind us on the mini-map, and it looks not too terrible, actually. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and see what they actually did manage. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit where it's slightly not perfectly flat. Let's stop for a second because it doesn't look like precision farming is taking any notice of flow rates. It's just like treating it as base game, which is very wasteful. Well, it is, yeah, because you can go over the same patch and it will willingly do more. Right, so there's a little couple of patches just here. And just here. Quite a big patch here. And a bit of a patch there as well. Fantastic. A tiny couple of batches there, actually. Brilliant. It's weird, those posts sometimes, they let you, like, I don't know whether it's certain implements or, but would have clanged them about twice yesterday. I saw an edit and I thought, oh, you went through that. I thought, yes, I did, but not always. We could actually do that. That's not a bad idea. To do a little bit more. Now, obviously, we also need to do water, so let's put a tap down here, shall we? And actually do a little bit of water. We still need to do the sign as well. I do love having the sign just, so let's stick that. We want it to be a little bit further away. We do want it in B mode. And we want to stick some water in. And we'll hopefully do the loady unloady trick where you like leave it running for a little while to fill it. No. To be further back, obviously, or so we're dumping as well, or should be. Let's just check it is working. So it should be filling with water. Let's see if it goes up again. No, it was. It's doing 6.9. Yeah, it is. It's doing it. I don't know whether it'll carry on though. It all depends on. Yeah, some of them are better than others at doing that trick. But you need a fairly decent flow right now. Then let's see. How well did you do? In my life, one corner. I told you it went over the same work again. Right, we're going to do this ourselves. I mean, wastage is wastage, but like just to literally flick it over one little corner. For 5,000 litres, they did all that the first time and then a one corner. And that's what I'm saying. That's lousy. Can't trust them. That's what I'm saying. Again, it's that sort of thing, isn't it, really, of like, how good are the workers? Well, they're a little bit unreliable. And it's sort of, I thought Giants were doing quite well to begin with, but now I'm like thinking, nah, it's rubbish. It's almost like there's so many jobs where you just like think, no, we did it lime this time. Why did it do red beet last time? I have no idea. Let's do this ourselves because we can't rely on them to actually do this. We do also need to do the fertiliser. But let's get one thing at a time. Yeah, let's do the liming first. We could always do the fertilising later on. Actually, thinking about it, it's not the end of the world. So we're going to do this straight away. Let's see how well we do. I mean, in a way, it's a bit of an excessive spread when you're going around the edge. Yeah, it is a bit. You could do sideways, I suppose. And we could do the twiddly trick like that. That actually does quite a lot. Yeah, the twiddly trick. I don't know if I have some weird names for things, but it's a fairly accurate thing. See, it's not terribly wasteful, the twiddly trick as I call it. Ooh. So, just one corner, really, left to do. So how many tons has this had on so far? 15,000 litres. I mean, admittedly, the first one is quite tough, whereas the subsequent ones tend to be like little top-ups. So it is true to precision farming for this to be the case, really. A little bit. Let's go in a little. I'm a bit of a terror for that. Yeah, I'm a bit of a terror for in the first place of being a bit high. So. think we'll use all of this again, I reckon. And then we'll do the fertilising on the other fields. Sorry, this field again, you know, we need to do the liming on the other one. Yeah, as I say, I think actually we'll just do the liming. I'd like to get us through to October. That's my goal. Some of this is down to soil type, I think. It's not, yeah, it's not always. This is quite a broad area, so we'll leave this properly. Yeah, some of it was definitely soil types as well. There's a little patch that we just missed where we ran out, or didn't quite get the spread on, just here. Fantastic. It's, yeah, weird, it doesn't look like it's done it there, but it's just soil time. Now, obviously this is the bigger of the two fields, although the other one's not terribly tiny, so we're supposed to have done the full fertilising on that one field. It's not all bad. Right, smash it. Sure if this needs any more full. No, that's full. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit of a tighter this one. Yeah, I thought I might scrunch a little. Right, so then. How did you do? I bet you didn't completely do it, did you? 20,000, 32,917. Here you go again for a bit. Yeah, as I said, some are better than others, but it all does it, so it's still not terrible, really. Right, so then we need to like splurge on great speed. I'd say actually it's not far off full width. I might be wrong. I frequently am at these situations where you say things like that and then you think actually no, it's much bigger than you think. That's not bad, is it? Yeah, I'm going to quite need as much as the other one. Seems quite. Just the corner I missed a bit. Oh, my life, yeah, this is doing rather well actually. On the front tank now. Well, it's a bit of a nice surprise. Let's just mezzo finish off the little bits we missed. Really, I think we'll just about do it. Wow, that's a. It just goes to show how much the worker did waste on that second time. The first time, I think they did all right, but the second time, they just to me, all they did was that corner, and it wasted 5,000 litres in doing it. Fantastic. Let's do this little tiny bit of a corner. Fantastic. So that's the liming done. I suppose what we could do is set this going. Just check you as well. See if you need him to be topped again. There you are. Front, trying to like eject out of the back, and he's not playing ball. That's because it's not in the back. So fertilizer, let's grab this, and we'll leave the standard work at like doing this overnight. Where really, I think this probably should be just enough in the back. say, but it depends. They are a bit wasteful, as we've seen. But luckily, fertiliser does go further anyway, so... No, I shouldn't have done that at all. So let's set this going, and then we are going to go through till October. Right, smashing. So then, let's just do one last little water run. Let's see how much we actually did do. Water, not a lot really. Yeah, it stops quite quickly, this one. 322,487. Yes, digestate is actually going. Oh, diesel. Yeah, it's going up quite at a pace actually. It is. It's working. I like it. Excellent. So it really gives about 10,000 litres of fuel, which is not bad. Really, out of that 5,000 litres of canola, so it's not terrible. Let's just check our chargers and make sure that they're all... So they're now 3 months old. And our others are... Yeah, we know there's no manure heat. We know. How much slurry have we got, though? 7,916 litres. Right, let's go through till tomorrow. We did check the sales. It was the beta, and we could have sold it, I know. Yeah, 9 o'clock. And then that is where we're going to leave it. It certainly has been. I think I've worked harder on this farm because again we had got a lot to do than I have on any other farm. I've done almost a year's worth of work in those, but again, we sort of have in a way when you consider it. Oh wow! Oh, I haven't got me. I've not put my generator down, have I? I always put my generator down, but I haven't. All my life. I think the next... I don't really think on this it's really a good idea. Go whale. It's only small, isn't it? We've got ours. It does suit this map as well. It's a shame. That is a 6 metre cultivator and a 13.5 metre hoe. Right, okay. We could do a bit of selling though. We could actually, that is true. I know you'd think, well, yeah, but you do. Yeah, I am, but there's going to come a time when I'm not. So, like, let's have a quick look. And we'll do the feeding and that. Oh, we won't. That's actually okay. And our younglings, oh, no, the slurry is going down because they're not really producing anywhere near that much. Straw, yeah, we ought to keep that topped up for these actually. And the food, TMR, yeah, that's not going down very much at all, is it? So the bottom, we'll just check that's all good. The milk is up to 1,350 litres. We nearly ought, yeah, we ought to soon then get the, how did this do? I think it would have done it all. It's very powerful on this type of thing. So 36 tons of digest, yeah, 12,000 litres of diesel. So the oddments made a bit as well. So we can stick that. There's nothing left to do, and the digestive absolutely likewise. So not bad at all. Yeah, there's a lot of digestate. I showed a bit of love to digestate on lots of the processes, but I also thought, yeah, but not everyone does grass, so I also gave you an option to do slurry, you know, like from slurry to digestate, which is only like watering it down anyway. So how did we do in the whiskey factory? This is what I want to see. All my life, the sugar. Well, I'm surprised that's got any sugar beet left. Yeah, it does seem to be multiplying sugar. Surely... it can't keep up with it, so it runs out. And the cuts beet sugar. Yeah, it runs out too quickly. We need to top that up, though. Keep it going. So the self-sufficiency... Sorry, the whiskey is what I'm really interested in, because I've never seen this. 2,142 barley whiskey, and vintage, which is the good stuff, is 714 litres. Now prices, did I get the prices right for this? It should be, obviously it's whiskey, it should be really good. It's like a luxury. I think I kept it the same as luxury desserts, which is 8,639. Oh, I did it more, that's right. The vintage is very expensive, but the normal is more? Oh, yeah, because there's 2,000 litres of it. Yeah, there's not more really, because there's less than 1,000 litres. So actually that would be more than that. Yeah, it's a amount, isn't it? That threw me out. Yeah, so that's not bad at all. I think that's not far off. Two tons a day is not bad for a little distillery, I think. So yeah, it's not. We went to standard as well. It's a standard whiskey factory. You can go bionic or super duper. So then obviously it's like about 5 tons. Maybe it's shrinking slightly. I should say. I sort of thought about this. I thought, what is an ideal sort of rate? And I think 2.5 tons. I know it's more than Giants would do for it, but it's a sort of small production. Theirs is really quite terrible. I thought, well, I think 2.5 tons is about what you'd expect from a factory. 5 tons for a bionic and 10 tons for a. But obviously, some things are like sugars. It's always been a really good process. So, are we going to do the buying and selling now? And do we treat ourselves? No, I know what I'm going to say, but yeah, no. So, no selling point available. We will put our own down, and obviously, again, that's not bad though. The vintage barley, not 715, so it's a couple of months and you will get a ton, and it is quite expensive stuff, so that's not bad. Yeah, so right. I think we will. Let's do the buying and selling, because the animals are all happy. Now then, we're going to struggle with the next set. Let me just check on the precision farming bit, just to see how they're actually doing on the nitrogen. Are they actually doing anything? Because that's terrible. Is it because it's raining? Perhaps. Just try to set one going again. Is it right? It is, isn't it? They're not working because of the rain. Okay, let's try and speed time up a bit. Or might you know, we might lose some of the stuff inside, so no, let's not. Let's just do what we've got to do first. Yeah, over there. Yeah, we may struggle with the next that little. Luckily, we haven't got far to go, so let's grab you first. Why is that not listening to me? So, yes. We don't. Oh no, we don't need that. Yeah, 77,716, yes. We'll do one at a time, I think, because some of these it's going to struggle with. Whereas some of these it'd be almost impossible for it to do. Yeah, the next set is going to be a bit of a. Well, some of them are quite large and quite heavy. So yeah. Let's get you sold. It's true, it's all extra cash. I mean, it does actually. I find this is really quite interesting because it's still £3,000. Just for a few, a couple of minutes of your time. I just think it's very well worth it. Still, if we get a bigger baler, it says that now. Yeah, if we get another baler that's like not, that's the bigger ones. I might actually, because it's not always a bad idea to have a backup plan. If you're busy, you can set a baler going, and I like that. It's quite useful at times. Fantastic, and we will go. No, we'll leave that on it. That is sort of almost. Yes, it's going to be bigger than you think. It's going to be a bit of a beast. This. As is the Seed Hawk. I'm sort of tempted to go for the Seed Hawk, but I think it's a bit. Needs to be the right kind of, you need a monster field, I think, on an English map to actually do that, I think. That's got it. Oh yeah, this is one of the lighter implements. Yeah. Yeah, I've yet to get one on. I've got some implements on Oak City, but then again, I've also stopped that Let's Play. So I mean, I'm on it again. We've got to start from scratch because I thought, well, everyone's seen the. So yes, I made us quite a bit of cash, and then we'll go you. We Got any additional options? It's a bit of a beast, isn't it? I mean, that it's still got to be about 6 meters wide. It's a bit of a. It'd have to go on a low loader. It'd have to. It's just so wide. It'd have to be delivered to your farm, really. There's no way you could like take that. You're a wide vehicle, aren't you, really? It is a thing of beauty, though. I've used it quite a few times. The Borgo is obviously just like insanely big, and this is like my go-to if I, yeah, like it's on Reese Forest. Fantastic, that made us quite a bit of cash. It did, really fantastic. So 582,000, nearly 100,000 gone up. I will put a generator on, but I'm not going to do it now. It's not like we really need it. We're sort of doing well. So let's just want to see this. Let's speed up time and see if, now that we've sold everything, I just want to see if this starts working when it starts raining. It should be clearing up at some point. Yeah, I'm quite intrigued on the moisture mod. Right, are you gonna make a move or? Seemingly not. That's a bit of a strange one. We've got to do this now, otherwise it's, I mean, yeah, I mean, I've got big tyres on, so I can only get away with it in first growth stage. I don't like doing that, even if I'm honest. But, yeah, we will do this, being as the worker seems for some reason not to be doing it. So, yeah, it's that precision farming. I've never known them normally not to do that type of thing. It's a bit of a strange one. So we'll quickly flick over this field, and then I think that's probably a decent sort of session, really. Let's look at that beautiful green. So, of course, we're ploughed. I was trying to think about weeds. We're weed free because we did our ploughing. Again, there are some conventions like that. Let's be honest. The ground doesn't care if you like ploughed, but it's obviously Giants are sort of giving you a bit of an incentive for like, if you plough, you're not going to get weeds. So I don't think it's a bad thing. But again, yeah, because it is still a game. It is the one thing, obviously, we all have to remember that there are some things I think that are really bad that like have detracted from, well, yeah, certain things that have oversimplified things to how things used to be. I mean, I'm specifically sort of thinking at this precise moment of like nav meshes for animals. I just think I don't understand why you would want to go, because Giants are really renowned for being sloppy, but it's sloppy workmanship. Because it used to be better and now it's gone worse. It just makes no sense to me. Right, it's a bit down the middle. Let's be thorough about this. I mean, I've got to be honest. Obviously, if you're a modder, they are meticulous even about capitalisation of, you like, titles. Gordon Bennett, it's like ridiculously. It's like the secret police of, you use the mod testing tools and it goes, it's French usually, French language when I use Google Translate. For some reason, it doesn't seem to want to capitalise a lot of the de. It just always does it lower. But Giants don't care. They don't care whether it's French language or whatever. They just want capital letters in the title on every word. So it always like gives the French a kick up the backside and says, one of your words, your titles, is not in capitals. I mean, it was still test, but what I mean is it's a fail. You failed your mod test because you got capitalisation. Yeah, it's welcome to the world of modding. Let's switch that off. Stick that in there. And we'll stick this, which we'll probably use at the same time nearly always anyway, so. Yeah, so we should see if we have still got a lot of cash, which I'm not sure we will have. But well, actually, to be honest, we're not doing terribly badly. For saying this is hard economy. Right, so that is where we're going to leave it. So we've got some manure here. We do need to put some straw in that, though, otherwise we're not going to be getting any manure for very long. That's up to 7.5 tons. It's ruining my production and making this smelly, the sugar. We need to grab some. We have also got the bales that we've been kindly given as well, so we want to remember that. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. We're in October. We've just done a shed load of selling. We do need to put the dairy down soon, but it's obviously we're only getting tiny amounts. But obviously it does make butter. The multiplication for those particular type of animals is quite tremendous. So we want to be getting on it soon, because it still does multiply, so it's amazing. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.